Killed a Nazi at 16. Go prove it if you need to. So is 88. HH swastika through the rear view.
Okay, so that line is definitely one of those things where there's multiple meanings behind that, and I will say one of them 100% is this.
Earlier this year, the leader of a neo-Nazi group was murdered in his own living room. What was astonishing was who shot him.
Long story short, there was this guy who was a real neo-Nazi, like the head of a paramilitary, like a very dangerous group. This dude got doxxed. I don't remember the full story, but his information was out there. Someone said, oh, this guy got doxxed. But he just kind of was mentioning it like, hey, this piece of shit's information is out there. Hopefully someone will get him. The problem is he was at my house, in my apartment with my friends. And we were like, somebody? Nah, like, we gonna do something. We pile in the car. And we got a fucking tech and pistols and rifle. We're ready to go. Now, I do want to say, fuck all the tough guy shit. This dude is training military-esque neo-Nazis in the backwoods of Georgia. He's gonna see us pulling up a mile away and probably unload on us. Well, this was a dead man's mission, but we didn't give a fuck. We're like, we're gonna kill this motherfucker, bro. So we're riding up there, and we're heading to do this thing. And I don't remember what happened, bro, but a feeling kind of wiped over the car. I think we all realize we're going into enemy territory, into a situation. This guy also knows that he's been doxxed. He knows that people might be coming for him. And then like, and we're not gonna get away. Like, after we kill him, like, point is this is a suicide mission. Everybody in that car was worth more than giving up their life for this. And so the car got turned around, bro, and nobody argued. We've all been in situations where somebody was pussying out or whatever. And we're like, nah, fuck that, man. You can get out, bro, but we're going to handle business. Nobody complained. So anyway, we didn't do it. And what's interesting about this story is that my grandpa, you'd always know what he was watching because he was old and he had the TV on so loud that the walls would shake. So one day I'm sitting in my room smoking a blunt, and I hear this name on he's watching 60 Minutes. And I'm like, yo, I know that fucking name. Why do I know that name? They say the name again. They say something about neo-Nazis. And I'm like, yo, that's the dude. And then I heard killed. And I'm like, oh, someone got dude. So I run to my grandpa's room. I sit on the edge of the bed. He's like, hey, what's up, buddy? I'm like, hey, what are you watching? He says, oh, some fucking neo-Nazi guy has got his brains blown out. So I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what happened? So we look. Anyway, check this out. This is how I would say that God is good, bro. And we made the right decision. Now, if we went there and handled that shit, win, lose, or draw, let's say we won, it would have been a couple Jewish guys and a couple black guys murdered a Nazi. His army would have probably went out and sought retribution. They had more. It would have added fuel. They would have hated us even more, and he would have been a martyr. You know how this dude died? This dude died after doing a hate rally at a big barbecue of hate, teaching children how to be neo-Nazis, all that shit. After all that, everyone left. The event's done. Him and his son watched the Yogi the Bear movie. So if you want to date this situation, you could date it back to whenever the live-action Yogi the Bear movie came out. And then he puts his son to bed. He goes to sleep. His son wakes up in the middle of the night and decides, my daddy is evil. He's teaching me to be evil. And because all this kid knows is what his dad taught him, what do you do to evil? This dude walked into his dad's room, opened the dresser next to his father's bedroom, pulled out a revolver, and blew his dad's brains out while he was sleeping. The end of that 60-minute episode, they talked about how that neo-Nazi group lost numbers in droves. Like, a lot of them dudes are like, what are we doing? We're teaching our children to hate, and we're teaching violent, da-da. Bro, that's a lot better outcome than us killing them. So, obviously, I'm not responsible for that guy dying. But we had the intention to do something, and we fully intended to do it. And then, like, bruh, exactly, dog. He got murdered by his own creation. And what else does that tell you? Is that sometimes, bro, the right thing to do is to go home. The right thing to do is just let God handle it, bro. Let it be, bro. Everybody gets what's theirs. So, yeah, man, he was completely murdered by his own design. That definitely is part of that lyric. You know what? Actually, for the sake of it, that's the lyric. That's what that is about.